play the forehand into your left hand. But, and now it's very crucial that you listen. What's up, tennis mate? This is Marcus from MeinTennisGame, and in today's video I'm gonna show you how to play the modern topspin tennis forehand. So stay tuned and let's go. Before we start, if you want to be the best tennis player that is in you, you have to subscribe and you have to hit the notification bell, otherwise you would miss a video and that would be very sad for you. So let's get started. Modern topspin tennis forehand. So there are millions and tons of videos out there that explain the modern topspin tennis forehand, but I want to simplify. I want to give you a new view on how to learn and how to play the forehand, because it's not necessary to divide the forehand into 1,000 pieces, into separate movements. The opposite. It's counterproductive if you do that. By the way, I am a German. If I miss a word, if I miss a word or if I mispronounce, please correct me in the comments. I think it's fair enough that I teach you tennis and you teach me to speak better English. Would be very nice from you. So, the first thing I want you to do is realize and accept that a tennis forehand, or in general, every stroke in tennis is a non-interrupted stroke, okay? It's a non-interrupted movement. It's like Tai Chi. I mean, it's not like Tai Chi, but how to say, there is the first word I miss now. There is no interruption. It's like energy transfer, you know? Tai Chi is energy transfer, and in tennis it's the same. You transfer your energy onto the ball, okay? And that's why forget about checkpoints. Please forget about checkpoints, because when you think of checkpoints, when you think of, okay, I have to turn, I have to do that, wrist leg, snap, turn the doorknob, and if you have this in mind, all these separated movements and checkpoints, your brain is unable to connect everything to one unit, and that's not good. That's dangerous for your forehand, and you will never ever have the optimized energy transfer into the court, into the ball. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Okay, so that's the first thing. No checkpoints. Delete checkpoints. This word doesn't exist, okay? It doesn't exist anymore. What you have to do is you have to imagine the whole forehand as one picture. The first thing you want to do is you have to turn your shoulders, okay? You have to turn your body like this. You know you all know the stuff with coiling and blah blah. I don't have to explain it. So the first thing is that you have to do that, okay? You have to turn your shoulder, and then what you then have to do is you have to concentrate on the outcome of the forehand, okay? When you concentrate on the beginning and on the outcome, the rest in between normally comes intuitively, as my friend Nick from Intuitive Tennis would say, okay? And he's right, he's definitely right, because if you think that Federer, Nadal and all these players have learned it by checkpoints, no, totally wrong. Nobody learns tennis with checkpoints, okay? Tennis is learned by playing tennis and by doing it. And if there are problems, you fix the problem, okay? If there is no problem from the beginning because somebody is talented like Federer, you let him play. You don't go to this kid and say, hey, Roger, okay, think of checkpoint number 1, because no, that's definitely not true, yeah, okay? So forget that. So what you have to do is you turn your shoulders and you have this, I would say, beginning position, okay? And from here, what you have to do is you have to go down. You know that. You can also do it like this. It doesn't really matter if you do it like Roger, like this, or if you do it like Fernando Gonzalez, like this, who, by the way, had a brutal forehand, you know, one of the biggest forehands of all time. So if somebody says, oh, this is so old school, if you go back like this, Fernando Gonzalez's forehand was maybe old school, but this forehand produced so much damage on the opponent's side that I would not say that this is old school. An A-bomb is never old school. An A-bomb is a A-bomb. You know what I mean? Okay, so that means do it like this. If you want, you can go down, but this has to come naturally, or you go back like this. That means like this or like this. It doesn't matter. And from here, what I suggest is concentrate on the outcome. That means play the forehand into your left hand. But, and now it's very crucial that you listen to me, don't play in your left hand like this. Don't do that. I know that there are coaches outside in the YouTube space that will tell you go from down to up because you want to produce a lot of spin. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't have to believe me. But the pros, the professional players, they tell you and show you how to do it in the right way, okay? So watch them. Nobody, I mean, not nobody, but maybe 1 of 1,000 is playing like this, and 1 of 1,000 is playing like this. I mean, like Medvedev, okay? But all the other players, in average, they do it like this, they do it like this, or they do it like this, or they do it like this, without grabbing the racket, okay? Catching the racket. But in the end, don't do that. Don't do that. It's totally wrong, okay? And I want you to play a great forehand. And to prevent you from playing a bad forehand, don't grab it here, okay? Grab it next to your shoulder, but with space. Not here, with space. And it can be shoulder height or lower, or even here at the hip height, no problem. It's possible that you do it in every kind of height. But, and this is the last thing I want to mention, the elbow must be higher than the racket head, okay? I mean, it's not always like this. I know there are also exceptions, but for improving your forehand and to give your brain an easy ending of your stroke, I suggest to do that, okay? That means first this, and then let it go, and then catch your racket next to you. And it can look like this. It can look like this. It can look like this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, Dominic Thiem is doing it like this. He's come from here. Zack. This. Zverev is doing it like this. Yeah, Federer is doing it like this. In the end, it doesn't matter, you know. It doesn't matter. But the movement between beginning and ending must be very relaxed. I mean, not too relaxed. Don't pretend to be like Roger, that you're doing this, you know. Nobody can play like that. The only player who can play like that is Roger. You are not Roger. Nobody is Roger, okay? And there will be no Roger in the future anymore. So don't try to copy it, okay? So if you have problems to generate spin, of course, then you have to go to the problem zone, okay? Problemzone in German. I don't know if it's the right word in English. Problem zone, zone of problem. Write down in the comments, you know what I mean, okay? If you have a problem, for example, to get under the ball, okay, then you take some balls, let them bounce, and do that, okay? You play from here, and you just isolate this part of the stroke. But don't, how to say, practice this for 3 weeks. Because after 3 weeks doing this, you can just play like this, you know. You have to integrate this isolation into the whole stroke. Yeah, that means do it a couple of times and then come back to the whole movement. This is very crucial. Always try to practice the whole movement. Okay, I try to sum up again. If you want to improve your forehand, don't think of checkpoints. Delete checkpoints. There are no checkpoints. There is just a good forehand or a bad forehand. And if you want to come from a bad forehand to a good forehand, you have to see the whole stroke as a unit, as one. Okay, so, and that's why we turn the shoulders, we go down, okay, we try to generate spin from down to up, and then we don't catch the racket here, we go further and we catch it next to us, because the forehand is not a down to up movement, it's a vertical swing path, okay? It's a, yeah, vertical. Okay, I hope I could help you with this video. Please remember our deal. You improve my English, I improve your tennis, then it's a win-win-win situation. And we see you, no, we not see you, you see me in the next video. I don't see you. And I want to say goodbye and see you in the next video. Marcus from MeinTennisGame.